Hey guys, welcome to my first Facebook Live. My name is Sean Day, and I am one of the co hosts on the new Linda Lee show. I hope you got that first part. My name is Sean Day, and I'm a co-host on one of the new on one of the I am one of the co-hosts on the new Linda Lee show on the new Virtuo television network. It has not launched yet, but I wanted to introduce myself to everybody and just say hello and talk about a little bit about who I am and a little bit about my background, and then dive right into a topic, tell you a little bit about the Linda Lee show and what we're going to be doing, and then dive right into a topic that I am excited about. And so, just to start, again, my name is Sean, and I am from the great state of Tennessee. And the Linda Lee show will be premiering sometime this fall. And we are going to have three co hosts along with Linda Lee, who is the president of Generations Against Bullying. And she is a wonderful person. And I'm so looking forward to this television show and to the launching of the network and all the many shows that are going to be on the network. And I'm so honored and privileged to be there. So, my background is I have been the Nashville chapter leader for the Weston A. Price Foundation for about 10 to 15 years now. And I field questions every day regarding health and wellness. People ask me, what can I do for this? What can I do for that? How can I get better, feel better? And I came up with, 5 pillars of health that I wanted to discuss today. By the way, I'm going to be talking about a lot of these things on the Linda Lee show. We're going to talk about health and wellness. We're going to talk about dating and relationships. It's going to be a fun show. But on there, I am going to talk about about health and wellness. And one of our segments is going to be about healing the gut, things like that, probiotics. But I'm going to discuss a little bit of that today. So the 5 pillars of health is what I wanted to talk about today. So what I tell people is, first of all, you need to change your diet away from the standard American diet, SAD, SAD, because it's filled with refined oils and junk food and sugar. The beige diet, my gosh, the list goes on. It's really, really unhealthy. And change over to healthier foods, organics, get rid of, a lot of processed foods, get rid of the refined oils in your diet, go more towards coconut oil and, grass-fed meats and organic vegetables and things like that. Get away from starches and rice and pasta and bread, because there's a reason that stuff really affects your health. And so my 5 pillars of health today I wanted to go over with you guys are: number one, you need to get a good multivitamin. That just needs to be first and foremost. Number two, you need to get a good source of vitamin D3 combined with vitamin K2. And number three, you need to get a good source of magnesium. Magnesium is sorely lacking in our diet today, and it's the cause of a lot of migraines and a lot of gut issues, things like constipation and all kinds of stuff. Number four, you need to get a good omega-3 into your diet. And that's like good fish oil, cod liver oil, things like that. And number 5 is you need to get a good probiotic. Those are the 5 pillars of health: a multivitamin, vitamin D3 with K2 combined, a good source of magnesium, omega-3s, and probiotics. I have some examples of stuff that I take. Some of the stuff I'm out of. But the first one I take is called Ritual. You can see it right here. It's for women. It's really, really good. It's coated with peppermint on the outside. It's very digestible. Each capsule has little time-released vitamins inside the capsule. So It's really, really good. I printed out a little thing about it here. Let me look. It's been proven to be great in clinical trials, university-led clinical trials. There's a no nausea capsule design. It's vegan certified. It's gluten and allergy free. It's non-GMO and it has no colorants or synthetic fillers. It has iron, vitamin K2, boron, vitamin E, magnesium. It has some good things in it. It doesn't have a ton of things in it that too much of one thing. It's just got a good overall balance. Another really good multi that I recommend is it's called Garden of Life. It's really great because and I don't take that at the moment. I take Ritual, but Garden of Life is great because a lot of their products inside of it are raw, which means it hasn't been cooked. That's a really good. It's called the Vitamin Code, and you can see here, yeah, Vitamin Code. It has all kinds of different stuff in it. I printed that out. The Vitamin Code. That's what it looks like. Go to any vitamin shop and you can find Garden of Life vitamins. They're really great. I highly recommend them. And then as far as pillar number 2, which was the vitamin D3, personally, I take 10,000 IUs every day. I know that seems like a lot, but it's a very necessary vitamin supplement to your body. It's extremely effective against colon cancer. It regulates a lot of things in the body, and it's one of the definitely a pillar of health. I also recommend vitamin K2 to go with it. Some studies have shown, some naturopathic dentists have talked about how these two things combined actually can help reverse mild cavities. I tested this out in my little son, and he had a little seed, a tomato seed, stuck behind his teeth one time, and I didn't know it until I started to see some brown in between his 2 front teeth. These were baby teeth, and I panicked and I found that little tomato seed and I flicked it out, and it left a hole in between his 2 front teeth, a little hole with the brown around it. So I started giving him vitamin D supplements really heavily, along with K2, vitamin K2. They're complementary and they're great for bone density and, like I say, for cavity protection. And eventually, after a while, the little hole in between his teeth closed up. Couldn't believe it. So that's anecdotal, of course, but it definitely works, and many dentists swear by it. The 4th pillar of health, and I don't have any right now, is a good probiotic. No, actually, I'm on my 3rd pillar of health. Sorry. We'll just talk about a good probiotic. Fern probiotics. Silver Fern probiotics is a great one. Here's what the bottle looks like. If you can see this, it looks like that. Silver Fern, I ran out, but I highly recommend it. It's a great one. It's got all kinds of strains of probiotics in it and prebiotics. One thing that makes this probiotic really great, Silver Fern, is that they've coated it and they've specially formulated it to not die off before it reaches your gut. So in other words, a lot of the probiotics die in your stomach with your stomach acids and things like that. But Silver Fern has created theirs to where it doesn't die off. So, and then it gets to your gut and it populates your gut with good bacteria. You need this for digestion, for your mental health. You need good probiotics in your gut. People, we are filled with antibiotics these days. We just get antibiotic after antibiotic. We go to the doctor for everything. Oh, here's another antibiotic. We really need to replenish those good probiotics in our system. And another way to do that, honestly, and I'll be demonstrating this on the Linda Lee Show, is to make your own sauerkraut and homemade sauerkraut. Cabbage has lactobacillus growing on it naturally. So when you slice it up and put it in salt and put it in water and crush it and release all those probiotics that are on the leaves of cabbage, the salt that you put in with the cabbage prevents it from rotting. And then, but lactobacillus is salt resistant, so it will grow even though there is salt present. It's a good bacteria that will grow even though with salt present. You will get more probiotics in one serving of real sauerkraut than you will in a whole bottle of any kind of purchased probiotics. But if you can't get access to real sauerkraut and you haven't made your own, Silver Fern probiotics is the best that I have found. So I highly recommend that. The fourth pillar of health is a good omega-3. I would say cod liver oil. I don't have any right now, but you need a good omega-3 to help with all kinds of nutritional needs in your body. In our society, we get too much omega-6s. We get oils and stuff that are filled with omega-6. And where I would say a cod liver oil is a great resource for omega-3s. Another great resource is grass-fed meat. It has all kinds of good omega-3s in it, and it has to be grass-finished, not just grass-fed, grass-finished. Another really good resource, of course, is wild-caught salmon. Nowadays, thank you, we can get wild-caught salmon at all kinds of places. We can get it at Sam's Club. We can get it at Kroger, Publix. So thank goodness we have access now to wild-caught salmon. I mean, that became a thing. So it's consumer demand. Same with grass-fed beef. And then lastly, my fifth pillar of health that I tell people to get is a good source of magnesium. I do have magnesium to show you. Doctor's Best is what I take. Let me see if there's a glare on that. Doctor's Best magnesium. And it's high absorption. So magnesium is important, you guys, because it's important to prevent migraines. It's important for to regulate your digestion and constipation. It's really important for your mental health. It lowers your stress levels. It keeps you calm. It's really, really an important thing. And people that complain of headaches a lot and migraines and things like that, I tell people, have you checked your magnesium? So that would be my 5 pillars of health that I recommend for people. And by the way, with magnesium, the reason we have such a shortage of it in our diets in America is because of a lot of things that prevent the absorption of it. You don't want to take magnesium with a lot of oil. You don't want to take magnesium with wheat bread or any kind of bread. Because bread has what's called phytic acid, PHYTIC. So phytic acid blocks the absorption of magnesium. So that's why, people are eating a lot of wheat bread and wheat cereals and bran, and they think, oh, this is great, but really it has phytic acid in it, so it's going to block the absorption of the magnesium. So that's why our levels of magnesium have steadily been going down really strongly. And I think that's why we've seen a whole lot more headaches, a whole lot more problems. So that's my 5th pillar of health that I would say is just be sure to get a really good source of magnesium. So anyway, I just wanted to say hello to everybody, and I hope that everyone's having a lovely Friday evening. And I am so looking forward to being on the Linda Lee Show, and I just wanted to give you guys a little preview of that. So, all right, so see you guys later. Bye.